Greetings, humans and fellow fairy creatures. I apologize, Devin. I forgot to post on Discord 10 minutes before the stream started that the stream was going to start in 10 minutes, but I forgot. I had a brain fart. Anyway, we're here with our good friend Ad, as always. Ad to life. How are you doing, Ad?
I'm doing pretty well. Finally starting to recover a bit from sickness, and I am pleased to quote-unquote be here as always. Just happy to keep coming back for these. Hope everybody's doing well tonight.
That's good. Yeah, glad your sickness is clearing up. Mine is just, it's been sort of a non-stop, like, nasal, like, I think I told you, I've mentioned this many times, it's like it goes between being, like, really dry and really runny, and sometimes both at the same time. Can't make up its mind. I think it's the Algandars.
Yep. Yeah, I've had days where it's like alternating between dry and runny, but not at the same time, really.
Oh, advertisement. And now for the two streamers. Oh, yeah.
First advertisement, then ad.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. Like, I don't know why pre-roll ads are playing. I don't know. Like, I have the little thing ticked. I swear to God I have it ticked to not play pre-roll ads when I'm playing, when I have scheduled ads. But, I don't know. I understand that Twitch is operating in the red.
Right.
Their dashboard. So they have to make their money somehow, but it's also kind of dishonest for them to, where is it? Monetization ads. Yeah, disable pre-roll ads when I run ads. So it shouldn't be running pre-roll ads, but it is. And I just wish that, you know, they were a little more transparent about the fact that they're still running pre-roll ads, even though I say don't run them.
Yeah.
But anyway, how are you, Devin, and how are you, Catherine?
How is the Swiss cheese broccoli soup?
Yeah. So anyway, today we're playing more of the RADIATA Stories Randomizer. Unfortunately, there aren't going to be any more voiced cutscenes for us to make fun of, but we'll still have, which is, you know, it's not much, but it's something. But happy to announce that we're finally done with all of the official human recruitment. We still have to get Valkyrie, but she's technically somebody we could get on either path.
Yep, just easier on the human path because human path endgame character.
Yeah. So yeah, you know, she's and she's not going to be that difficult, especially since since we have like, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. No, you go ahead.
Just especially since we have like a ton of strong party members to help us with the fight.
Yeah.
That
there is a real possibility of her being able to kill you, but she can't kill our party members. Of that, I'm very confident. Yeah. We just have to make sure that Jack, you know, leaves 5 feet for Jesus, stays far enough away from Valkyrie.
Yeah.
And just leave it to our party members.
Yeah, just hide behind Elwin's skirt, basically.
Yeah. Hide behind Elwin's full armor.
Yeah.
Glad the soup was good.
Yeah. That's good to hear. Probably not going to start on the New Game Plus today. We're going to save that for the next stream. So today is strictly going to be bonus dungeon content. But as Ad was telling me before the stream, even though the non-human recruitment is immensely easier than the human recruitment, we still have to get Gil. However, the skills that we learned, such as like full power, fighting spirit, things like that, carry over to New Game Plus, which will aid us immensely in Gil and kind of ensure that by the time we get to him, we'll be able to kick his ass.
Yeah. Your money also carries over, which means you can quite easily get the strongest weapons and armor available at every step of the way, so that should also make it pretty easy to just round skill pretty immediately.
Yeah. And our armors carry over too, right?
No, but your money does carry over, so you can buy top of the line armor like immediately. I mean, you're still restricted by what you can buy like pre-split and post-split, but like right after the split, you can go shopping with the dwarves before you do anything else, and you can just buy like that 117 strength axe, and that's curtains for Gil.
Good. Oh, I almost forgot. Since we're fighting Valkyrie today, we get to hear whatever her voice line is for Volti.
Yeah.
So that's something that we'll get to find out.
Assuming she does it, which she almost certainly will.
Yeah. Let's just assume that she will.
Yep.
Pardon me, I'm gonna blow my nose.
I am a little disappointed by some of the Volky voice lines we've gotten so far. Like, I think it was, King and Nyx are both just stealing Jack's Volky Blast. I was kind of hoping for something with a little more flavor.
Yeah, I want to know where Shining Rain is.
Yeah.
Who stole Zane's Volty Blast?
Probably like Gabri or some shit.
Yeah, it's probably one of the characters that I've never had in my party.
Yeah.
That's also something that I'll need to do at some point is put all of the... Maybe that's something that we can do after we've gotten through the bonus dungeon, is we can go through our friends list and put all of the characters who have Volty attacks in our party, and then just like go into Cheat Engine and cheese our Volty gauge and just see what their Volty line is.
Yeah, sounds good. I think we're seeing most of the humans because, I practically begged you to bring Anastasia in the party at some point, but, I don't know if we're seeing all of them.
Yeah. Alright, well, enough talk of RADIATA stories, and more RADIATA stories playing.
Sounds good.
I know I already have the game. There we go. I might need to adjust my volume a little bit because, I mean, we did a sound check, but sometimes it still gets a little bit loud after I've been playing the game for X amount of minutes.
Yeah. Always feel free to let us know if there's any kind of problem with the audio, like if I'm too loud, or Henry's too loud, or the game's too loud, or one of us is too quiet,
Yes.
Everything sounds pretty fine to me, but what's important is how it comes across to you guys, so let us know.
Any and all criticism is welcome.
Yep.
And then Devin is gonna say something like, "You should play A Link to the Past," and I'll say, "I wasn't asking you."
Well, you said all criticisms, so...
Except for Devin.
Even Devin.
Also, that's not criticism, that's a suggestion. And we will play Link to the Past eventually. Once I'm done with Majora's Mask.
Sounds good. Yeah, the game volume is a little quiet for me, but I don't know how it is to the stream.
You know what? Maybe I'll just... I know it's gonna get kind of loud once we get into the battles
and whatnot. Yeah, that's fair.
So let's proceed. I always find myself getting lost here.
Yeah. There is actually like a trick to it. I'm bouncing between the PC SX2 screen and the actual game at the moment.
Yeah, that's because I'm tweaking the volume just a wee bit.
Right,
I'll fix it for you.
Yeah, no worries. Just wanted to let you know.
Alright, there we go.
Alright, we're back.
Alright.
So, would you like to hear the life hack for this specific section?
Go for it.
So the trick is to follow the path of new enemies. So we fought that whirlwind tiger, the pink tiger over there before, but we haven't fought the Shrine Knights before because they're Distortion Corridor exclusive. So you just kind of look for the new enemy versus the old enemy, and that pretty much guides you to Karen.
Oh, interesting. So it's kind of like, yeah, there I am, cursed again.
Yeah, we noticed before stream that Henry was starting his first battle cursed, and I guess we got cursed at the end of last stream and didn't really think about it carrying over.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I guess he can't. Oh, there we go.
Yes, sir. You got it.
Okay. How is the game volume, by the way, guys? I'm gonna go up those stairs, but I'm gonna fight the lion first, just for experience.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, even in battle, game volume is still a little quiet for me, but it's not the end of the world for me, so really is just up to how how chat feels.
Yeah, and you might be able to, let me check, you might be able to, oh no, you can't, sorry. I was almost about to say that you could adjust the volume of the stream on your end, but you can't.
Yeah, no worries. Technically speaking, I could probably just turn you up to also hear the game a bit louder, but of course, then your voice might be breaking my eardrums.
Yeah. Doesn't matter how many times you do sound check, there's always going to be, it's never going to be perfect.
Yeah, pretty much. Despite feeling like we have it more or less down, so yeah, that White Pterodactyl is the newer enemy relative to the Shrine Knight.
Hey Devin, is that a dinosaur?
Every time. Oh, by the way, that little metal tortoise that I'm sure you've seen many times before, it's essentially the EXP version of the Dago tortoise. So it does flee battle pretty quickly. It's hard to get a kill on it before it flees, but it gives you a lot of experience if you can kill it.
Oh, interesting. So it's an experienced tortoise.
Yep.
Move it now.
Devin says no, it's not a dinosaur.
You got it.
These are rocking my socks, jacking me up. So, a few days ago at work, one of my coworkers brought in a bunch of cookies from Subway, and it's actually kind of loud. I'm just gonna take out one of my earbuds. She brought in a bunch of cookies from Subway for us, and then one of my other coworkers like scooped them up and like started like running away with them, just like jokingly, obviously. And she meant to say, somebody jack him up, but instead she said, somebody jack him off.
Oh no. Yep.
Yes, sir.
I can understand the desire to run away with all the Subway cookies, because Subway cookies go crazy.
Yeah, they're pretty big and they're crunchy.
They're pretty good.
Everyone's just like, somebody do what to him? Somebody jack him off?
Yeah, it's a worthy time to pause and check in with people.
Yeah, I'll go the way of the pterodactyl, but I want to fight this guy first.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll try and pay attention so we don't get too turned around. I'll just be like, in my head, this entire battle will be like, right.
It's okay. I mean, like with the advice that you gave me, I think I can figure it out.
Yeah, it's just when the enemies aren't there anymore, it becomes harder to figure out. But...
And so how did you find this out?
Well, so I've looked at the it just by playing this way too many times essentially, but like I've looked at the guidebook and because you know I've gotten lost here before and I've had to look at the guidebook and find out which way to go. And based on the fact that I used to kind of grind the post game over and over, I just started to notice that you just go the way of the new enemies. So the game does actually leave you like a hint. I thought it was just kind of arbitrary, but eventually I realized there was a system to it.
You're leaning hard into the... Oh, I want to get that turtle.
Yeah,
jack him up.
Him. Fuck him up.
Oh,
No, we don't have our spear yet.
oh, and he's gone. God damn it.
Rip. They had ads for footlong cookies? What? That's a thing? They make footlong cookies?
Oh, we got a Vine Saber.
Oh, nice. That's a... Well, it's actually not that good, but you know, it's a rare drop, so it's exciting.
So I'm assuming that is the quote-unquote new enemy that we have to head towards. So...
Yeah, since there are no enemies on the left side of the screen, you just follow the Shrine Knights.
Yeah. It's like little cookie crumbs.
Yep.
Remember my boss used to get Subway all the time until he
You got it.
place that's around the corner that lets you build your own pizza. And the first time that he had me get a pizza from there for him, he basically just said like, just get me the spiciest pizza, like make it the spiciest you can. And I did, and he like choked on it.
Rip.
I mean, like he was fine, and it became his new favorite pizza, but I put like spicy red sauce, I put chorizo.
Put out all the stuff.
You got it.
Like make him regret being born. Oh, hang on.
Yeah, I guess switch weapons real quick.
Yeah.
Probably want to, yeah, I guess Ancient Axe would be best.
Do I have
or
the...
wait, do we? I guess we don't, do we?
I don't think I have the ulti for it. No, I don't.
That's right, okay. Then yeah, Falvering and full power should do it.
Here we go. Ta. Jack him up.
Yeah, that should be more than enough.
Alright. Yep, and he's gone.
Sorry, Turtle, but you're worth a lot of EXP. We can't let you live.
You got it.
69. Very nice. Alright, so I have to go to the right. So it was left, right, right.
Left actually.
Left?
Yes, because there was a Black Tiger on the right and there was a Shrine Egg on the left, and Black Tigers were in Dragonware Cave.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So now we have to go to the right now?
Yep,
Okay.
you got it.
I'm learning things.
Indeed. It's cool that there's a trick to it, right? Like I used to think that you just had to like get lost forever and eventually figure it out.
Yeah, just a bunch of trial and error and like making notes and trying to memorize it.
Yeah.
Dropped a few frames there.
Indeed.
Bike got too intense.
Yeah, was that like the emulator or the internet or what?
It was the emulator.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Hey, world's best dad, how are you?
Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good night.
You got it.
Hi, Daddy. Devin loves saying that.
Yeah. You love saying it too.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I got 1,000 spears!
Hey, nice.
Hey! Alright. Well, I need to go back to fighting spirit again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not the biggest deal, but it's definitely nice to have.
Yeah. I'll go to the right, but then, I want to get my volty points up so I can use,
Try 1,000 spears on Jack's dad. Oh, never mind. We stole Nix's bulky blast.
yeah.
Nix is gonna steal our bulky blast, we'll steal right back.
Oh, that's a lovely face that Cougar is making. I'm just gonna like take down the graphics settings just a little bit.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, the tiger's having a good time.
Yeah, he's having fun.
I don't think anybody's having fun when they're fighting Ellen.
I sure wasn't having a fun time until I figured out, or until you informed me of the Tsuchinoko trick.
Yeah. We didn't even have to fight her, we just had to Volky blast her twice, and she didn't even get to hit us. That was kind of sad.
Alright, to the right.
E.
It's kind of
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying, it's kind of disappointing that Karen doesn't have a Volty.
Yeah. It's also disappointing that he doesn't really have, like, voice lines. I mean, he does have, you know, grunts as he swings his sword, but it would have been nice to get a little more. I mean, why couldn't he be the post-game, recruitment instead of Valkyrie, right? Like, no shade to Valkyrie, but, as a fan of RADIATA stories, who doesn't want Karen to join your party?
Yeah, I mean, he's family. You can't deny family into your party.
Yeah.
You can't not invite your family to the party.
I do really like Valkyrie. That said, I've never played the game she's from, but I do think she's cool. I have nothing against her as a post-game party member, but I just wish we got more post-game party members.
Yeah, I wish you could recruit all of them, except for the Ethereal Queen. I feel like that would be a little too unfair.
Yeah, I mean, Gabriel Celestial would be pretty unfair as well. But...
Yeah.
But I mean, in the post game, fairness doesn't really matter as much at that point anyway.
Yeah, it's all chaos.
Yep. Now, World's Best Tag. If you had to fight Karen to the death for the title of World's Best Tag, who do you think would win?
Should I 1,000 spears him?
Sure. I mean,
If I'm able to get ulti up before he dies.
Yeah, well, you probably will, but technically speaking, you know, covering would be stronger, but you can go with whatever you want to Bulky Blast him with.
Yeah.
We've only seen 1,000 Spears a single time so far, so.
Yeah, we need to give 1,000 Spears some more love.
Yep.
Alright, let's... 1,000 Spears our daddy. Oh wait, not a spear.
Anything is a spear if you poke someone with it hard enough. That came out sounding a lot. That didn't sound the way I wanted it to when I said it.
Reminds me of, there we go, spearing again. Reminds me of that, it was like a Tumblr, like, a combination of posts on someone's Tumblr dash. And it was like, the first post was, anything's a dildo if you're brave enough. And then the next picture was, about, like, cactuses. And then there was, like, that picture of the guy who was just like, oh! He's, like, looking down, and then, like, he makes this, like, really pained expression.
Yeah.
Also,
yeah, we might as well push off the Serpent Crest since we don't need that anymore. As someone who's been stabbed by cactuses, I do not recommend it.
You've been stabbed by a cactus?
Yeah, yeah. So when I was really little, I was in Arizona for a while when I was little, and you know, dumb kid touches the cactus, and cactus goes ouchie, and dumb kid pulls the surprise Pikachu face. So.
I was about to say, they don't have cactuses in Canada.
Yeah, no, not in Canada, but I was a child of the desert for a while.
I think I mentioned this in the stream before, but like, a lot of times I went to Arizona as a kid, and experiencing the ungodly Satan's asshole heat in the summer. We were having a picnic at a park, and there's a playground with a metal slide, and I slid down the slide, and it like burned my legs.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Do you guys know dragon fruits are a cactus? I guess that makes sense. I mean, they are spiky.
Yeah, I don't know much about dragon fruit, so that's cool.
I had a dragon fruit once that I got from a farmer's market, and I was expecting it to be a lot more flavorful than it actually was. It was like, from the outside, it's really colorful, and you think, oh, it's gonna be like really fruity and tart and, you know, full of flavor. And you cut it open, and it's white. Yeah, and it's called dragon fruit. It has like an interesting name. It looks interesting. You cut it open, it's white. You eat it, it's very bland. At least the one that I had.
That's unfortunate. My dreams of one day trying dragon fruit are now shattered.
Yeah, I mean, you can always try it, but you know, you're setting yourself up for disappointment.
Yeah. Yeah. So, have you heard of teddy bear cholla cactuses or cacti rather?
Wait, what are they called?
Teddy bear cholla cacti.
Mm-mm.
I may be pronouncing that incorrectly. But basically, the cactus needles are like fish hooks, and they automatically try and dig into you when you touch them. Ooh. So that was specifically what I touched as a kid.
Oh,
so
no.
It wasn't just a matter of getting briefly impaled. It was a matter of my mom having to systematically dismantle these fish hook needles from my hands.
No.
Yeah, I got like that.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, he's dead now. Goodbye, Daddy. Okie dokie. My life force is low. That's similar to what Zane says when his HP is low. He says, my life force ebbs.
Yeah. What is it with the non-human leaders and having extremely dramatic ways of saying my HP is low?
My life force. Calm down. It's just your stamina.
Yeah.
It's called stamina, Zane.
Cacti didn't need to go so hard for self-defense. Yeah, they go the extra mile. The desert's kind of crazy in general. Like, you know, you hear about everything in Australia wanting to kill you, but everything in the cactus, everything in the desert goes pretty hard as well.
I mean, I guess to live in such harsh conditions, you have to be harsh. I mean, the
Yeah,
same goes for like the other extreme, like the extreme cold, like polar bears and stuff, like
Yeah.
will rip you apart.
Yep. They're pretty much the most aggressive type of bear, and it's just due to the climate they have to be.
Yeah. And then of course black bears, even though like you still don't want to fuck with them, they're like one of the more docile North American bears.
Yeah. Although black bears are actually more aggressive than grizzlies.
Oh really?
Yeah. Grizzly, like, if you get into a fight with a black bear, you're a lot more likely to win than if you got into a fight with a grizzly, but grizzlies aren't as interested in fighting. Grizzlies are kind of, relatively speaking, gentle giants. I mean, they're still omnivores, they still hunt, but yeah, grizzlies aren't actually that interested in fucking with you. But if one does fuck with you, then God help you.
I think somebody said once that like
You got it.
predator animals in the Arctic how is it, like they're dangerous because like they'll maul you to death, but desert predators are dangerous because they're venomous mostly, for the most part.
Yeah, that checks out.
Hey Quigs, how are
There's
you? Sorry.
Yeah, hey Quigs.
What are you gonna
I
say?
hope you're doing well. I was just gonna say you're absolutely right. There's not a lot of things in the desert that want to eat you, but there's a lot of venomous stuff and poisonous stuff.
It's like they say the difference between poisonous and venomous is poisonous, if you eat it, you die. But oh no, if you bite it, so poisonous is if you bite it, you die. Venomous is if it bites you, you die. Either way, you're gonna die, but it just depends on who's biting whom.
Yeah, that's correct.
So it's not a poisonous snake; it's a venomous snake, unless you bite the snake and somehow manage to die.
Yep. Not a whole lot of snakes are poisonous. It's usually venom in the fangs. Whereas an example of a poisonous animal would be poison dart frogs, where if you try to eat them, then that's not gonna go super well.
Or like the Japanese pufferfish, the fugu. I don't think it's even just like, well, I mean, pufferfish in general will release a neurotoxin that in small doses will make you high, and in fact, teenage dolphins will like just purposefully like bop pufferfish just to get them to release the toxin and to get high off that toxin.
Yep.
Which shows you that dolphins and humans are more alike than we think.
Yeah, dolphins are goddamn junkies.
Anyway, how are you, Quigs? How's your night going?
I hope it's going well. Devin makes a good point that grizzlies are less likely to attack, partially because they won't perceive you as a threat, because you can't fuck with a grizzly. You can fuck with a black bear, but you can't fuck with a grizzly. Therefore, grizzlies don't perceive you as threats, and black bears do.
Yeah, grizzlies don't start fights, but they can finish them.
Absolutely.
Aw yeah, hit that puff puff, snorts pufferfish.
Yeah,
right.
Pretty much.
Hello,
Glad
doggy.
to hear you. Yep. Glad to hear you're doing alright, Quigs. Sorry the day's tired you out a bit.
Yeah. Hopefully you can relax and learn some interesting animal facts.
Yeah. Instead of interesting RADIATA facts, we're on interesting animal facts tonight.
You got it.
Poor bear will just murder you in cold blood.
Yeah, pretty much.
Animal facts are fun.
They are.
Ducks have a corkscrew penis. Did you know that?
Now that is less fun.
took a zoology class when I was in community college,
Oh, nice.
and we got to dissect some interesting animals. The biggest animal that we got to dissect was a shark, and I'm gonna say it was an infant shark because if I say the B word, and people are gonna start fucking singing it, and I hate that song. But but yeah, it was like a little infant shark that was like about a foot long, and my two lab partners were very squeamish, so they had me do all the dissection, which I was happy with. I that's like the whole reason I took the class. But they kept on backseat dissecting. Like they kept on telling me like, "Oh, you're cutting too deep, or you're not cutting deep enough." I'm just like, "Oh, do you want to do it?" And they're like, "No." And it's like, "Okay, then shut the fuck up and let me, do the cutting."
Yeah, I would definitely not be comfortable with dissection myself, but dissection can be an important way to learn more about animals. So good on you for being okay with it. Do you remember what species of shark it was?
That I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah, fair enough.
It was like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to believe. Like, I was in college 10 years ago.
Feels like a lifetime ago, eh?
Yeah.
Took an animal communication class in college, gave a presentation on famous African gray parrot. Was the only animal to ask an existential question. Yeah, that sounds about right. Parrots are extremely smart.
Now I know that that area back there kind of tells us what order we're supposed to go through the doors in, but I wasn't paying attention. I think the Earth Dragon is first.
Yeah, so you want to rely on my assistance?
Sure.
Alright, yeah, Earth is first, if I remember correctly. I wasn't paying attention either, but I'm just doing this based off of memory. And I believe next is water.
Let's fight the kitty cat.
Yep.
So, animal communications, sounds like an interesting class.
Yeah, it sounds awesome.
I know that, what would you say, in your time taking that class? Like, which animal has the most complex communication, a way of communicating? Well, I guess you kind of answered that question with the African gray parrot, but...
Well, being the only one to ask an existential question doesn't necessarily mean that it has the most complex communication, but yeah, being able to speak our language and bird languages at the same time is pretty impressive, so it might be parrot.
Might be parrot, might be some sort of gorilla.
So now we want fire.
Prairie dogs have regional... That's interesting. I always kind of wondered about that, like, animals, like, understanding different languages or just having, like, different ways of communicating based off of the region that they're from.
Yeah.
Like, I saw this... Sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say, I believe whales also have regional dialects and, like, different languages.
I think wind next.
Yes. So what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say, there was this post on Tumblr that I saw. Well, it was actually on Twitter with a screen cap, but it was like, I guess this parrot, this English parrot, escaped, and when it finally, it was gone for like several years, and when it came back, it spoke Spanish.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It was like, oh, it's studied abroad.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, so now we go through darkness. The parrot became multicultural. Now we go through light.
And then Radian, I assume.
Yes, although first you have to deal with another giant pterodactyl.
Yeah.
Also, if you go through the Rainbow Reagan door, that progresses to the next area. But if you go through light a second time, that's how you get the Valiant Male.
Ooh. Like that. Valiant Male. Even though it's not going to carry over to the next playthrough, but that's okay.
Yep. Even though it partially obscures Jack's face and is therefore not optimal for cutscenes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that's pretty much done with cutscenes anyway,
Yeah.
for the most part.
Like I mean, if you fight Gabriel Celeste, you have to see Jack's expression during that.
Oh yeah, that just occurred to me. You know what? Let's gotta get ahead of the game.
Sounds good.
And, I know that there was someone was saying that gorillas like Coco the gorilla and other gorillas that, you know, they've claimed to teach how to communicate in English or whatever, like can't actually talk or whatever. I'm just like, shut up, Coco can talk.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Devin makes a good point. There will be one more instance of voice acting in a cutscene, and that's the no that Jack screamed for Gabriel Celeste.
Yeah, sign language. I mean, like, that's what I don't understand. And then maybe somebody will. So I go through white again.
Yep.
To get the million. No. Like people are saying, oh, like Coco wasn't actually capable of like independent thought, or like she wasn't actually communicating. She was just parroting like what other people had taught her. It's just like, well, first of all, I mean, isn't that what most people do anyway? Like
Yeah.
like, you know, kids, they repeat stuff that they hear their parents say, but they're still also in their own way communicating based off of what they've learned.
Yeah.
And again, like, even though she's not speaking with words, she's using sign language.
Yep, which is a real language. Those are real words. I mean, not verbal words, but they're words. Sign language is just as valid as any other language. And yeah, some people are just, I mean, you know, this is me getting a little preachy about it. But some people, in my opinion, are just like really are up their own asses about this stuff. Like, only humans are intelligent. Like, come on.
I mean, I don't know, there's plenty of humans who aren't intelligent, you know?
Right? Especially those people.
It's like that quote from The Wizard of Oz. Some people without brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they?
Yeah, pretty much. Very applicable quote.
Coco was given a peck. Yeah, she signed that she was dead. I think what they, I mean, I think that they could understand words referring to certain things, but having a whole but they aren't having a whole conversation with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, like, even still, they can still communicate, like, their feelings and stuff, like Quigs was saying, like, she's signing that she's sad. So
Yeah.
maybe they can't have, like, still, like, express how they're feeling, or just basic stuff.
Yeah, and some of the arguments in that field are also like, oh, they're not truly learning communication, they're just learning how to, like, get more food out of us and stuff like that. But communicating that she's sad because she lost her pet cat, she's not, like, signing, I'm hungry, give me a banana. She's signing, I lost my pet cat, I'm fucking sad about it. Like,
Right.
you know, that's real communication. That's important. Yeah, a lot of animals have more self-awareness than people like to admit. Absolutely.
I think it's Valkyrie coming up here, right?
Yep, that's correct.
Awesome.
Here we go.
Thank you, Hap.
I wish Jack's character model in cutscenes used different swords more often. Like, I love the touch that you can actually see the arbitrator in some of the cutscenes, but I find it very disappointing that most of the cutscenes Jack's just wielding an Iron Edge. It would have been nice if they varied it up a little.
Yeah, I do like how on in the ending of the human path. Jack will, when he draws his sword against Felion after Ridley dies, he will draw whatever one-handed sword he has equipped. Which, like,
Yeah.
it gets pretty funny if you have, like, say, the umbrella or the empty bottle equipped. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna kill you with a bottle.
Yeah, and I get that. I get that when you don't have a one-handed sword equipped, that defaulting to the Iron Edge is just the easiest thing to do. But
Unrelated, but I remember seeing a Tumblr post where someone was like, elephants have a sound that means that there are bees here. We should leave. Why aren't humans that smart? So when we do, because there are bees here, we should leave. They have like a specific sound for bees. You know what? I'm gonna heed your advice, Adam, and stay away.
yeah, you actually have more HP than I was expecting you to have at the moment, so you might be able to take a hit. But you know, it's risky.
Yeah, I'll just, you know what? They can hold their own.
They sure can.
You got it.
But speaking. Oh no.
Oh, she coming for you.
Really?
No, she's got Gruel.
She got Bazooka Wolf. Well, at least she's not coming for me.
Yeah.
She was coming for me, but she didn't actually come for me. But yeah, responding to Quigs, I also like seeing the whole squad outside of battle, which kind of sucks with Battle at Lucas Gate, where like instead of having your actual party members, it'll just be like, who was it? You've got like.
You mean like the characters who run away and then choose to actually stand and fight?
Like yeah, like they've got like
yeah,
Alvin,
got, like,
Alvin, and like who else is there?
Yeah, like Carlos, Rolek, and Alvin, I think.
Yeah, it's just like bold of you to assume that I would put them in my party.
Yeah, I mean that moment is kind of cool in its own right to me. It's cool seeing other, like, I kind of like the idea that even aside from the party members you put on active duty, some of your other friends would also be in the war. But yeah, I just wish they use the full party a bit more often.
Okay.
Like it's cool to see the party lining up for that bandit mission as well, where Jack has to go alone.
Yeah.
And Quaid says their cat communicates through judgy looks. Is that like Macadamia? Does she communicate with judgy looks?
She communicates with the I want food look. Can you not come for me, please? Leave me alone. She screams.
Screams.
You know, Robbie's cat, well, one of Robbie's cats, the other one. Who's she gonna hit? Better not be me.
She might be trying to go for King again because he's already.
Oh no!
Oh no, she is going for you. All right. Well, you should survive. You're at pretty much full HP, and she's not doing as much damage as she does sometimes. The samurai armor is definitely helping. Yeah, we're alive.
We're alive. Barely.
Not by much, but we are alive.
Yeah. That gave me a heart attack. Oh, she's back. Are there I wouldn't be able to tell you because I actually haven't played them. Maybe,
Yeah,
maybe
me
one day.
neither, but I would like to someday. Like, pretty much anything that gets into RADIATA stories has my interest by virtue of being in RADIATA stories. So, like, I want to play Star Ocean at some point, I want to play Valkyrie Profile at some point, but for now I can't comment on them. I'm having no excited to them.
Have you ever played Radiant Historia?
No, I have not. Although I do remember tuning into like a couple of streams you did for it, and I think anyway. Was that the one with I can't remember his name, but
Rosh?
oh god, that had like a lot of time shenanigans going on, right?
Yeah, like a lot of like split timelines and like stuff like that, and go
Yeah, and
time
he
travel.
started with that healer who you were roasting constantly for not being a good enough healer.
Oh yeah, the guy, yeah, he kind of looks like Gantz, but like without a mustache.
Yeah.
Forgot his name.
Yeah, I remember liking it from what I saw of you streaming it. The characters seemed cool.
Yeah, has a good story, and it had his remake for the
Oh, nice.
for the 3DS. It's
What
Radiant
was
Historia,
the
perfect technology. What was that?
original system it was released on before 3DS?
Just the regular DS, I believe.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I gotta check out some of these RADIATA adjacent games. Like I have played other Square Enix games before. I'm a big well, I used to be a big Kingdom Hearts fan. I admit I haven't really kept up with the series as much recently, but I still like to think of myself as a Kingdom Hearts fan, and played Octopath Traveler, which I'm very fond of, and where else was I? Final Fantasy, of course. You know, I like Square Enix games quite a bit.
Okay, just doing a save state since I don't want to I don't really want to go backtrack back to the house to save.
Yeah. Congrats on recruiting Valkyrie. We were talking about other stuff, talking over it, but that's a pretty big milestone.
Yeah, yay us.
Oh yeah.
And it only took me to just stand back and let the rest of my party handle her.
Yep. Well, hey, you worked hard to earn this party. You might as well make them earn their keep.
Alright, take care.
Yeah, take care, Quid. Have fun. Say hi to Calvin for us.
You got it. You got it.
Is Calvin streaming RADIATA stories as well right now?
Maybe? I don't know. I guess we'll find out once the stream ends.
I guess
Once our
so.
stream ends. Oh! Ooh. Tortoise.
Don't have enough Loki points.
No, I don't. God damn it.
Oh, we can try to get kill it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah. Whack it. Oh!
Eh, nice. That actually worked.
How about that?
And now we have a full Loki gauge for the next time we see one of those tortoises.
Save it just for them.
Yep.
Kick it.
I think RADIATA Stories is possibly the only game in existence where you can kick a door into existence.
Or, you know, kick anything. Like, I can't really think of too many other games where, like, the interaction mechanic is kicking.
Yeah.
Like Zelda, you just slash at things. I think in the Harry Potter games, you like will cast pencils, you cast spells at people. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, you throw your boomerang at people.
Yep.
That's another thing I was thinking about too. It's just like, you know, I want to incorporate other games into my rotation that aren't either RADIATA Stories, Zelda, or Shovelware someday. And I did so for a while with Ty, and like Shadow of the Colossus and things like that. I'm thinking about like what game I want to do next. Maybe Jack and Daxter, maybe Ty 2, maybe a Sonic game, maybe a Mario game. I kind of want to do more games.
That's fair. What are your favorite Mario games? Like, what would you want to play?
I'd probably play either Super Mario Sunshine or maybe Super Mario Galaxy.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
Because I was finally able to get the left and right analog shoulder buttons to work in Dolphin.
That's helpful. Good. That's good.
Yeah.
Glad you're able to get those to work.
Because originally what was the issue is that Dolphin, I would program in like all the buttons and everything, but for the left and right shoulder buttons, it would register like when you're holding down on the button, like even if slightly, it's either all like 0 or 100. There's no in between. But the GameCube controllers like allow for it to be like an analog, so if you can just kind of slightly push down on the button and it'll like affect how much pressure it is like in the game. And in Super Mario Sunshine, that like it's not really too much of an issue if you're playing a game like Wind Waker or like some other GameCube game, but in Super Mario Sunshine it's important because how hard you're holding down on the trigger affects how hard you're squirting your water.
Right.
And if you're squirting like the problem that I was having is that like, you know, he was either all or nothing with the analog, so it's either he was not squirting his water at all or he was squirting his water at full blast. But when he's squirting his water at full blast, he can't run and squirt at the same time. He can only run and squirt when he's like partially squirting. This sounds really inappropriate the way I'm describing it, but
I
like
was gonna say for every time you keep saying squirt, it just kind of gets worse.
He's shooting his water, but just like there's a part early on in the game where you have to chase after like Shadow Mario and like also shoot him with water at the same time, but it was difficult for me to do that because of the analog input. But I find with the update, they updated Dolphin and now it's working, so now I can play Super Mario Sunshine and not have an issue.
Awesome. Now you can squirt everywhere to your heart's desire.
Yes. Do you remember that like it was like a Tinder profile or something like that? It was like this dating profile of like this guy with like a really red face, and he's just like, I'm gonna make you squirt across the room.
Oh no.
And then it became a meme. So somebody took the Square Enix logo and put his face in it, and he was like, Squart Enix.
You got it.
Jasmine, is that you?
Oh my god.
Can you imagine Jasmine on dating sites?
Oh my god. I want to see if I can find it. Squart Enix. Keeps on like correcting back to Square Enix. It's like, no, I mean Square meme. Enix. Here it is. I found it. It's a Square guy.
Right.
All right, just wait, pull this up. Okay, I'm gonna put the link in the stream chat, but I'm gonna pull up the my display, see if I can zoom in. Squart Enix.
Oh boy, that's pretty cursed. Squargo, oh no. The Squargo Pokemon card.
Alright. I know I have to go through there, but I also want to check this door.
I don't think you, well, maybe. I don't think you actually have to go through that door behind, back the way we came.
Yeah. Well, I think there might be some sort of treasure.
Yeah, it's worth going through, but you don't have
My baby.
my baby, who I must kill immediately.
My experienced turtle.
Yeah.
It's partially thanks to the turtle that I was able to level up from like a level 69 to whatever I'm at now. I think I'm like a 74.
Yeah, we're shooting up pretty fast. I mean, some of the other enemies here are also good EXP, like those pterodactyls, but the turtles are pretty noteworthy. Hey, Devin, I know the last ones weren't dinosaurs. Were these ones dinosaurs?
I think these are the same animal.
No, I think these ones are dinosaurs.
You got it.
I think these ones are probably dinosaurs.
He says no. Oh, 76.
I betrayed Devin.
Devin's an expert manipulator. Yeah. Every time I have to like end a call with him because I have to go to work, he fake cries to get me to not go. Or when I say, oh, I gotta get going, I gotta do sound check with Ad, he's like, he starts pretending to cry.
I think in this case he's justified for calling me out. I have betrayed him.
You got it.
Door.
Yeah, this probably isn't going to really come into play for this playthrough because whenever we see stat boosting items, we just use them immediately. But another fun thing is that stat boosting berries carry over to New Game Plus. You could just like buy a lot of berries from Brood, and then just start the game with like plus 50 in every stat. But of course, berries are incredibly expensive.
Yeah. Which merchant do we buy them from? Brood?
Yeah, in the Bandit Town.
Oh, I see. Oh, Mr. Fire Guy. Oh, you're gonna ambush me. Thank you for doing that.
Yep.
Oh, he didn't ambush me.
Yeah, it didn't count. Oh, you know why? Go into your party. I just remembered. Go check on Nick.
Yeah.
He has a divine earring, so he's actually protecting you from ambushes.
Oh, nice. Good on you, boy. He's got the floating sword.
Yeah, I was like, that's weird. I know that the other party members are all immune to confusion, but why aren't you confused? And I remember that Nick has a divine earring, and that's why.
The A-team.
Yep. Which also means that you're not going to get confused from Gabriel Soesta.
That's good.
Although getting confused from Gabriel Soesta is the funnier of the two of them.
I can still get burned, though.
Yeah. Despite wearing fire armor, you're not immune to burn.
No, it just makes me resistant.
Mm-hmm.
Still makes me laugh how many streams ago Zane somehow lost his robe and he was wearing trash clothes, and so he was getting all of the afflictions.
That will go down in the history of your stream, for sure.
Boundary crest. Oh yeah, we needed this to get through that boundary.
Yes, we had to go here for sure. Maybe we'll get the rare drop armor from the Castaria enemies.
A rare drop armor from whom?
the crystal cacti, the Crystallia enemies.
These things, yeah.
They can drop ore armor, which would be pretty cool if we managed to get it.
You got it. You got it.
Just waiting for him to get back up again so we can beat the shit out of him again.
It's like when I was doing the Square Link.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hello. Give me experience.
And maybe armor.
And maybe armor. Is that? Hang on.
Yeah, good guy. There's the sorters. Oh, and he's out.
Oh, god damn it. You saw me coming for him. The 86 comes out.
Indeed. You shall not make turbo soup of me today.
You got it.
Apparently, according, I can't remember where you learn this, if it's like from the dialogue of a character or the guidebook or what have you, but apparently gold dago tortoise soup is a delicacy. Everybody finds gold dago tortoises delicious.
Oh, interesting.
Indeed, interesting and unfortunate. That may be why they're so rare.
Yeah, they're being overhunted and
Yeah.
well, maybe Dwight is yeah, I'm not sure. Like, I feel like I've heard that too before. It might be.
You got it.
I don't think it was in the guidebook. I feel like it might be. Oh, I think I know where it is. I think it's at the Begin Eatery.
I think so too.
Triple slice.
Yeah, I can't remember if it's like Yuri tells you or if there's a poster or something for it, but I do seem to recall that being a thing.
Yeah, I think like I don't know, like it's like today's special is doggle soup or doggle tortoise soup.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm not really sure why it's delicious, because you're just like eating gold.
Yeah. Maybe it just looks gold. It's money soup for dinner.
Yeah, basically.
That's berry. Gonna save that for later.
Alright, gonna save that for New Game Plus, eh?
Just out of curiosity, I want to see how far along I am with the. Oh, I am not very far along. I probably need to buy some sort of crest to up my axe attacks.
Yeah, I doubt we'll net enough kills to learn our Volky Blast while we're here without the Elephant Crest. Which is fine, I mean, we can just work on our Axe Volky Blast on the New Game Plus.
Yeah. That's true.
I think we're going back the way we came.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where you... Or are you trying to go back to town, or...?
Actually, well, that's where I need to go. But, yeah, you know what, I'll just proceed.
Alright, this is not the place to proceed.
It's not.
No, you get to read a thing here and that's about it.
Okay. Also, I like how it has the same sound effect that you hear in the Graveyard of the Elves.
Yeah, it's a very cool sound effect.
The wall has collapsed. All is as it should be. The next world beckons. Looks like there's a lot more text than just that. But
Yep. I guess that's all Jack can read.
yeah, it's all gobbledygook to him.
Yep.
I know he got the boundary crest, but which I think.
So, the reason why you can no longer go in there is because those doors are activated at certain times of day. So, we were lucky we got in there when we did.
Oh yeah.
But you want to go to your right.
Oh.
There's another door on the other side that you just haven't popped into existence yet.
I see. There it is. Here we are.
And there's the nighttime door. You can see the moon symbol on it.
Oh, I see. Oh, it makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, I never really paid too much attention. I knew that you had to get a boundary crest to, like, go through those doors, but I didn't know it had to do with the time of day or night.
Yeah. Well, so thankfully, the time of day doors are optional. The time of day doors aren't required to proceed through the dungeon, but that's how you get those treasures, like the defense fairies.
Gotcha. So it was just my luck that I happened to go in there before twilight.
Yeah, pretty good timing.
You got it.
Showed them the pride of the warrior.
You showed them the pride of a warrior. We're just gonna sit back and relax.
The pride. Well, this makes me think about something funny that happened. So there's this punk bar. It's down the street from where Devin lives, and there's this other bar where I guess it's like a little bit further down, where some of the Proud Boys, I guess, would hang out. And at the punk bar, there was suddenly this sign that says "Proud Boys not welcome." And that was a fairly new sign, so it had us wondering if something happened there. And so we were out walking, and you know, so like this person we were with, like we pointed that out that like the punk bar had that new sign, wondering if something happened there with like if the Proud Boys came there. And so the person we were with didn't know who the Proud Boys were, and he thought that it was some sort of gay organization.
Yeah.
Puts a new word to Proud Boys.
Yeah. Yeah, the Proud Boys are sadly not gay pride, just America. So the time of day door over there is treasure that we can grab before we go through this door.
Okay.
If you still care about treasure.
I like treasure. I'm like a pirate.
Yeah. And another chance
Hey,
for
Boogie.
flagging a Crystallia.
Yeah. And a growth stone.
Oh yeah. Every berry except life berry at the same time.
Yeah. Wah wah. Hear me.
I wish, you know, minor complaint, but I wish that Nyx could actually steal things. Kind of sucks that the leader of the bandit guild doesn't actually do bandit things.
He's a hypocrite.
Yep.
So now we proceed.
Yeah. And we should be coming up on Lizard pretty soon.
Yeah, I know that the path forks right here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a door here and then the door on the other side. I forget which door is his. I'm gonna do a save state just in case.
You're going the way you want to go, which is to say you're going for optional treasure at the moment.
Okay, good. Yeah, I think I remember him being on the other side, but I wasn't sure if I was misremembering.
Yeah.
Go
This is
ahead.
the room with the paradigm, the strongest spear you can get.
Ooh, nice. Speaking of which,
Yeah, we could spear the tortoise.
I'm gonna paradigm him.
Yeah, sell him for a pair of dimes. So I don't know if you have the answer to this question, but when we do a strong from start, are Jack's voice lines gonna be randomized again?
That's a good question. I don't know. I guess
That would be
find out.
cool.
It would be nice if they were. Otherwise,
So
I guess
we don't hear the Taz for another like 50 hours.
right. Or we don't have to have basically a rerun of all the cutscenes. Got the bind
Yeah.
saber. Did I already have that? Or
Yeah, you did. The Shrine Knights drop it all the time, and unfortunately, it's worse than the Falmer.
Yeah. Well, at least I can sell it.
Yeah, but it only sells for 50 doggos.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's kind of worthless, unfortunately.
I guess they are a dime a dozen.
Yep,
But the paradigm is not a dime a dozen.
correct.
Paradigm a dozen.
Paradigm looks really cool too. Quite like it. Yeah, I saw a tortoise over there. He might be gone already, but
Oh, yeah, now he's gone.
yeah.
Elvis has left the building.
Indeed. Yeah, they're quick, those little fuckers.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Not that I can blame him.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, wanting to escape with your life is pretty understandable.
Hello, sir. And that means I'll have the paradigm for the Gabriel, or is it Lizard?
Lizard first, then Gabriel.
Oh, I can kill you.
You can't.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
he's beaten. He's beaten. They're fast.
Speedy little guy.
Yep. They come into battle, do like one attack on your party, and then immediately peace out and refuse to elaborate.
I wonder how many bind sabers I have at this point.
Probably like 5-ish.
That doesn't tell you. Wait. Oh yes, it does. 1.
Okay, you just
2,
have 2. Or no,
3.
3. And they each sell for 50 Zagos. Whoopee!
Wow, that's a whole 150 doggles.
Yeah. It's enough to buy like a cheese stick at the Vegan Eatery or something.
Right. Alright, save state. I don't think I'm gonna need it, but it never hurts to be prepared. Oh wait, no.
Good call. He's just past this door, I think. So we are coming up on him pretty soon.
Wow. Ta! All Ta's in chat.
Yeah.
Hey, that'll be fine. Or maybe not.
I mean, it'll definitely be nice to heal up in time for the next fight, although you may just level up anyway.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking, like, I'm probably about to level up anyway, so...
Yeah.
Farm nope now.
Yes, sir.
Fall Smasher.
Oh, nice. That also happens to actually not be that good, because the Ancient Axe is the best axe in the game.
Doesn't get better than this.
Yeah.
Alright.
There are some rare drops that are actually worthwhile, but they're few and far between. Like the ore armor is pretty good. Also the white pterodactyls, they can drop the Muramasa, which is actually stronger than the Falburn. That's the strongest two-handed sword.
A new level created from Almuna, the 24th floor of the parallel world. Let us name it Radical, my love. I will discover the secrets of this world and gain even more power. My power shall become absolute. Eavesdropping? That is hardly a respectable pastime. Who are you? Why have you come to this world? I am... never mind. I do not care for who you are. All I know is you are in my way. I will have to exterminate you. Well, I consign myself to this whirlpool of eternal present. Prepare yourself to hear my name. Be disgusted with yourself if you do not recognize it. I am Wizard. Oh, shut up.
Yeah, I love that. He's just going on about, like, complicated JRPG plot stuff, and Jack's like, I just don't care.
Jack is like, and you are?
Yeah.
What was it? Paradigm. Yeah.
Sword Tempest.
So we have his bag of dinosaur. Now with the paradigm and Jack yelling sword tempest, Devin, is that a sword?
Devin?
I don't think it's a sword, but you know, Devin's the expert, so maybe it's a sword.
We're teasing you, Devin. We're asking you about dinosaurs, but with swords instead.
Yes, the question is simple: is the paradigm a sword? Because you know, Jack claims it's a sword. He's saying sword tempest when he uses it. So.
Woohoo!
I can't believe you've done this.
Luckily, he doesn't have a multi, does he?
No, he doesn't. He does do pretty alarming damage, so you do have to be careful, but he doesn't have a multi.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, I think that's a job for my party.
Yeah, you can honestly just, whenever he summons a Shrine Knight, you can go deal with the Shrine Knight and leave Lizard to the party.
Yeah. I'm helping! The good thing about being poisoned is that Kane is going to indefinitely heal me.
Yeah.
Party.
There are a variety of ways you could cure your poison if you so chose to, but it's actually kind of good to just stay poisoned. Also,
He shot color at me.
indeed.
Are those chakras?
Pardon?
I said he's like shooting chakras at me.
Yeah. He's shooting pride at you.
Is he shooting Proud Boys at me?
Yeah. Yeah, also, curing one affliction in this battle doesn't tend to mean much because he's just going to immediately hit you with another affliction anyway.
One right after the other.
Yep.
Oh,
Now we're
anything.
cursed with their poison.
Alright. Oh, but now I'm cursed. Oh wait, there's a light. My life force is low.
I don't know if we've talked about that Okie dokie, but I think it's Elmo.
I think so.
Yeah.
You may be right. No! I cannot accept such an ending. I will not accept this. Who was that guy? Jack doesn't give a fuck.
Alright, now straight to Gabriel Celeste. No enemies to fight in between.
Alright, here we go. Good old save state. Now, on a scale of 1 to hot curling iron up the ass, how fucked are we when we get to Ethereal Queen?
Hang on a sec, I'll let this cutscene play, then I'll answer your question.
Brave warrior, you have traveled far. Now is not the time for words. Now is the time for action. Show me your strength, warrior.
Jack, I'm sorry.
Okay, that did not disappoint. That was cool.
Jack, I'm sorry. I just can't.
I'm so glad we decided to fight Gabriel Celeste.
Good stuff.
Yeah. So, for your question of the Ethereal Queen, I would say hot curling iron up the ass.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Even with the guild leaders, it's gonna be rough.
Cat got her tongue.
Yeah. Like, with some of these other fights, we've been leaving it to our party, you know, to avoid a Volky Blast or for the memes, but with the Ethereal Queen, we're legitimately going to have to leave it to our party pretty much, and all you can do is like throw healing items at them, because she will eviscerate you. Like, this party is very good at surviving her attacks, but Jack is not, and that's the problem, because if he dies, it's game over.
Yes, sir.
So I just have to be the core man of the group.
Yeah. So, the best piece of advice I can give you, okay, two pieces of advice, because when you actually fight her, you have to keep in mind that, like, I can try to advise you during the fight, and I can try to react to what she does, but things will be happening on screen very quickly that I have no control over, so I can only sort of advise you so much during the fight. But before the fight, a couple of tips. You'll want to equip the demon armor so you have Kane constantly healing you, and therefore the entire party. And then the other tip is you'll probably need the Garglink to survive.
You got it.
So you know that attack she does where she just spawns like gigantic leg explosions everywhere?
Yeah.
That attack can kill pretty much anyone in the game. Even Ellen can die to it from full health because like a single hit of the leg explosion definitely hurts, but the real problem is that characters can get bounced from one explosion to another, and they can just get like comboed to death. And of course that includes you. So what you want to do is when you see her charging that up, you want to immediately pull everyone into a Garglink and hold the guard button.
Alright. I'll keep those little nuggets of wisdom in mind.
Yeah, I'll do my best to help you. I cannot fight her for you, but come, Mr. Frodo. I can't carry it for you, but I can carry you.
Good analogy.
Thank you.
Alright, fighting spirit. Alright, we don't have enough faulty point for that.
Thankfully, it only costs 3 Volky points, so it doesn't take long.
Yeah. Elvin's not doing so hot.
Indeed.
Oh, I better assist her.
Fair.
Just a little bit while Caden gets his thing ready.
Get your shit together.
You got it. You
This
got
guy
it.
is insane.
Yeah, he's nothing compared to the Ethereal Queen, but he still hits pretty hard. Even like Radiant, I generally consider Radiant to be a hard fight, but Ellen had no problems with Radiant, whereas Gabriel still has to actually pose the real threat of killing Ellen.
Maybe Gabriel should have been the main character of this game.
Dressed like that would lead to some pretty interesting cutscenes.
Oh, fuck. Ah, that wasn't as bad.
Yeah.
It looks like it was gonna be a powerful attack, but it didn't do much.
Yeah.
Winding it up. Oh, fuck. He brought out his balls. Balls out for Harambe.
Okay. Thousand spear.
It tells you a lot about how bulky this boss is that you've gotten a chance to use every bulky blast of the party.
Right. And then some. Maybe we'll even get to use mine.
Indeed.
Oh, he got his balls out.
Yep.
Also doesn't help that he has auto HP restore.
Yeah. It's not too bad because this party is very high damage, but it is frustrating that like all the bosses have just constant auto healing.
It's gotta be... Uh-oh. Balls.
Yeah, you're fine. He's not doing a lot to you.
Oh, man.
Down he goes.
Down he goes.
Even though Elwyn is stronger than Nyx, it seems to be always Nyx who lands the final blow.
Yeah. Stealing her thunder.
Indeed.
I have lost. Well done, brave warrior. Until we meet again, farewell.
Alright, well, that leaves only pain and suffering.
Yeah. Ready to die? I know I
You know
am.
it.
Save. I'm gonna do a save state.
I'm ready to die with you.
I can't wait to die. Alright. You've done quite well. However, I am very different from Gabriel Celestia. I will show you what true despair is. Oh, I'm sure you will.
Yep.
Resign yourself to your fate.
Yeah, so we want, the first thing we should do is equip the demon male and order Kane to heal us, and that will pay off greatly for the rest of the battle.
Can you heal me, please?
Heal the entire party, just spam healing, never attack her, just spam healing. That's what we need from Kane.
Do I have a guard link? Let me check.
Yeah, you should have all the links by now, but you don't have it assigned to your shortcuts, yeah.
Yeah, guard. There we go. Guard link.
If I see her charging up that attack, do you want me to just like yell guard link at you?
Yes.
Okay, I'll do that.
Right.
You got it.
Oh, no, don't you dare.
All right.
Yeah, I guess you should probably equip the paradigm, or maybe the Holy Sword Graham. If you do attack her, you want something that's fast.
Yeah.
Just to make sure you can like hit and run, hit her quickly, get out of there without having to deal with like substantial end lag to your attack.
Fighting spirit. I want full power. Challenge shot.
Gonovich coming back from the grave.
I'm different than Gabriel. Yes, you have clothes on.
Yeah,
You're not
but
wrong.
like she says, I'm different from Gabriel, and I
I'm
will
not.
show you true despair. It's like, you could say that again. She wasn't kidding.
I'm not like other girls
Yep.
or boys or demigods.
Yes, sir.
Not like anything.
You got it.
She identifies as a attack helicopter.
Alright. Full power. Go back to fighting spirit.
You got it.
Per the strategy of just standing as far away from her as possible, you can probably still attack her every now and again. And if you see like Elwyn getting low despite Kane's best efforts to heal her, then running in to try and take some aggro off of Elwyn would be good.
Move it now.
Just use a little herb extract to kind of get her back up there.
Yeah, I think she's... Oh, just in time.
Just in time. Just in the nick of time.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
The problem isn't really that Kang has decided to stop doing his job. The problem was just that he was being pressured by the Ethereal Queen, so he didn't really have room to heal.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Elwyn's now at full HP, but you should command Kane to heal you again, just so he never stops doing that, because that is by far the most useful thing he can be doing.
Yes, sir. You got it.
Ah, catch me if you can.
You got it.
Yeah, if you're at full health, you should feel free to attack her every now and again. Just like the moment you take damage, you get the hell out of there.
Yeah, I gotta earn my salary somehow.
Yep. Owen's gonna have to pay you overtime for this one.
Okay.
Yes, sir. You got it.
I think you're going pretty well so far.
You got it.
I mean, I'm tempting fate by saying that. But
Yeah,
You got it.
relatively speaking.
yeah.
Whose Volti should I use? Just, like,
Either, probably Elwyn. I was gonna say, like, if you had the Ancient Axe, Volti, it would probably be you with full power, but I think Elwyn's is probably the strongest right now.
yeah. Get some payback.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is a shame that she's completely silent every time she does this, though.
And she's doing what she has to do.
Yeah, it's good damage.
You got it.
Owie.
Howie indeed.
I'm just watching from the sidelines, coaching them. You can do it. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm their cheerleader.
And I'm just watching from the sidelines, coaching you.
Yeah, it's just coachception.
Yeah, Coach Stepchick, exactly.
Hello. Oh, hello. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, it's very, very, very cool of her to do that.
You got it.
That is also part of the problem with the Ethereal Queen, and to a lesser extent, Reagan as well. The problem is, like, your healer can be minding their own business, staying really far away from the Ethereal Queen, but sometimes she picks her targets randomly. Like, most enemies in the game will prioritize attacking whoever's closest to them, which allow characters like Elwyn to serve as your tanks because they're the closest, they're standing closer than your healer, but sometimes the Ethereal Queen will just decide to make a beeline for your healer, or in this case, you.
Yeah, she knows better.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, like right now, she's just trying to fuck with my guy.
Yeah.
My guy Kane. My main man Kane.
You got it.
I don't know if we have a lot of analysis balls to spare, but if we do, could we potentially use one?
Yeah. I've got 3.
Okay, yeah, that's not a lot, but...
How do you think Kane feels fighting his god?
Yeah,
He's-
we now know that Alashian does legitimately worship Celesta and the Ethereal Queen, so...
Okay, so
Alright.
we're about halfway down.
Yeah. Also, shout out to the typo there. Petrify is Petrity.
What was that? Oh! Oh my god!
Yes, sir.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
Did you know that was
Yes,
there?
I did, yes.
Petra T. Good job. Good job.
I think that's not just for her. I think that's actually anytime you're using analysis ball on an enemy that can use Petrify, I think it always says Petrity.
Petra T. They did their best to proofread, but I think there are like maybe like a couple other typos in this game. Not very many, but
Yeah, no, it's a good localization. There's really not a lot of errors.
I am error.
As for how Kane feels fighting his god, probably pretty sacrilegious, but to be fair, he's actually not doing the fighting most of the time, he's just doing the healing. I think, after this Volky Blast, you're probably not actually going to want to use Volky Blast as much. Just because you need a minimum of like 10 Volky points to initiate a Guard Link, and if she does that attack that kills everybody and you don't have enough Volky points, you might be screwed.
Oh, like that?
Oh, that's the attack that kills everybody! It's
Fuck.
okay, it missed. It missed, we got lucky.
Well.
But yeah, speak of the devil, that's the attack that kills everybody.
Okay, well now I know.
Yeah.
The more you know.
I was like, yeah, you know, based on letting Alice's fall, I feel like she's probably gonna use that attack pretty soon. And lo and behold, there she goes.
You got it.
Alright, so...
Oh!
from now... Yeah, it's okay. I mean, that hurts, but we're okay. So from now on, now that we have enough Volky points, if I see her doing that, I will scream guard.
Still, are you healing, son?
Nope, he's not for some reason. Probably, I could explain his AI in detail, but that's not really important right
I think
now.
it's because he's getting aggroed.
Yeah, that's the case. He was being a bit silly because she de-aggroed him and he decided to keep chasing her, but the reason for that is because, as I'm sure you know, sometimes when you press the attack button, Jack just starts running all the way there. Once a character's selecting an attack, they're essentially locked into that.
Gotcha. Alright. Just keep on trying to,
You got it.
hurt my babies.
Yep. I'm gonna keep both eyes on her.
Got my eye on you.
You got it.
Oh, gargoyle! Shit.
Go nuts.
Okay, we're fine.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Go nuts.
Okay.
Oh, gargoyle! Shit.
Oh shit!
Oh, and we're gone.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
And that was all me.
Well, we got really far. This is why I said, you know, hot curling iron, because, you know, it seems so doable, and then that attack comes out, and suddenly everything goes to shit.
Yeah.
That was a really good attempt, though. I think you were playing pretty well.
Yeah. Well. I think what I'm gonna do right now, since I've at least given her a try, and that is one thing that I wanted to do, if nothing else, I'm gonna backtrack to town, go properly saved, so I don't have to rely on save states.
That's good.
Forgot how. Oh, there we go. Just have to go straight.
Oh yeah, and you could buy some elephant crests too.
Yeah.
Those won't carry over to the New Game Plus though, so you only get use out of them if you actually use them now.
It's really tragic how there's no save flags in this entire dungeon. So you
Yeah.
can get through the and it's really hard to backtrack. So if you want to save, like if you're just playing this game like on a regular PS2 and not an emulator where you can save state, you can, if you don't backtrack back to town and save, and you just go straight through the dungeon, you're gonna lose all that progress when you die.
Yeah. In the early days of me playing this, I would usually go back and save between like a lot of bosses. Now I feel fairly confident about most bosses, but I'll go from Lizard to Gabriel Celeste without saving, but as soon as I beat Gabriel Celeste, I go back and save before I fight the Ethereal Queen.
Oh yeah.
Now that is back in the old days of PS2, genuine PS2, because now save states have just like completely changed my world while playing this game.
I know. God, save. Yeah, it's like. I mean, if you can use a save state, then go for it. But like, sometimes I feel like a little bit bad because it's like, oh, like it's kind of cheating. Not really. I mean, like I'll use save states in like every game that I stream because, especially with like the DS games. Oh, as soon as I ran towards him, he ran away.
Yeah, he didn't even attack that time. He just immediately ran.
Like in the DS games, for example, like it's a lot harder because you have to use like a mouse for the touchscreen. So to compensate for the difficulty with changing hardware and everything else with the emulator, using a save state, save states and just like little things like that kind of help compensate for the hassle.
Yeah. Like, and first off, I want to clarify. Even if I do consider something cheating, I don't care. Like, it's your stream. You can cheat if you want to, and you can cheat engine if you want to, and it's all in good fun. But what I would consider cheating is like using a save state mid-battle kind of feels like cheating, but using a save state like outside the boss room, that's just saving you the hassle of having to run back all the way to the boss room again. Like, it's not really, doesn't really feel like cheating to me, you know?
Yeah. And I think that it's also that too, like if I was just playing this game on my own time, I could take as much time as I want to. And I mean, theoretically, I could also take as much time as I want to when I'm streaming too, but like I also am mindful of your time and everybody else's time, and I don't like to have my streams be too long.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know, World's Best Dad was asking me during the last stream that I did if I ever plan on doing a 24-hour stream, and I'll be honest, I've thought about it, but I feel like logistically it probably wouldn't work out because, I mean, for one thing, like, you know, there would be a lot of downtime where I'd like either be sleeping or eating or just doing stuff that isn't interesting. And I'd rather have a short stream that has like where it's all interesting stuff or as much interesting fun stuff as I can possibly pack in, rather than like a stream that's, you know, 24 hours long and only 90% or only like a small percentage of it is actually watchable. And then there's the other issue with moderation, like who, you know, I guess, well, it's like who moderates the stream when I'm away from the keyboard or, you know, I can't like, you know, monitor it the entire time. But I guess one sort of workaround for that is to just like temporarily put your stream on like subscriber only or whatever.
Yeah.
Or slow mode on or something like that.
You pretty much need multiple mods, because, you know, just like yourself having to go to the washroom and stuff at certain points during the day, your mods also can't be there for 24 straight hours with their eyes glued to the screen. They have to take breaks too. But if you have multiple mods and they like take shifts and whatnot, it makes sense. But yeah, I'm not really about that 24-hour life either.
I think it might be an interesting thing to try out just for the sake of trying it out, even if it's not going to be interesting, but...
That's fair.
Yeah.
Devin volunteers to mod for 24 hours straight.
You better stay true to that promise. So I buy the crests from... Well, it's...
Jasmine in the accessory shop.
Yeah, but I think it's closed right now, so...
Yeah, you'll have to sleep, and then... She's not even open at the start of the day, so you have to wait a bit as well.
Oh, yeah, she likes to sleep in, doesn't she?
Yep. Yeah, she may not be as bad as Jarvis, but she likes to have a few glasses of alcohol down at Carl's pub.
And also, it's just sort of like the whole thing where it's just like I'm not really a big enough streamer that I make enough money to pay my mods. And I feel like for a 24-hour stream, if I'm like putting obligations on mods to work shifts, then like I should be able to pay them.
Yeah, that's fair. That makes sense.
There's Yuri. Let's read this sign. Broiled King Serpent. I feel like that sign changes, doesn't it?
Yeah, maybe. Because we know that the game internally keeps track of what day it is from like the prototype and whatnot. So.
Boiled skyfish, radish and giraffe stew.
Giraffes exist in this world, apparently.
Yeah. I wonder if they live in the savannas of the Septum region.
Probably.
Noodles
with
snake
snake intestine.
Pickled crunchy shell. RADIATA clam chowder. Ice lizard stew. Roasted dodo. Jack's sashimi. Jack! Huh. Freshwater fish. What would these say? Can I read them?
Maybe the chair's in the way.
And Devin, would you read any of the things that were on that sign? Minestrone soup. I swear to God that sign said something different.
Yeah, you're probably right. Or, well, I don't know if you're probably right, but you may be right. Yeah, like, in terms of the game mechanics for the player, there's no such thing as, like, Thursday and Friday and whatnot, but I wouldn't be surprised if this game still kept track of that.
You tried giraffe, maybe? The sashimi and the chowder. Chowder.
Now, with human recruitment officially finished, literally any character walks by and you're just like, I own you. I own this town.
I own this entire town, except for the children and like
Yeah.
the people, like the shop owners that can't join you.
Yeah, well, even some of the children, like Nick's on your friends list.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Child
just recruited
arm.
Bruce's like 10-year-old son.
RADIATA Stories Child Army %. I own you, kid.
Yeah, speaking of Nick, there he is.
Child Army %.
The best %. Just make a party of the 3 goblin children.
Well, we have some time before the accessory shop opens up, but I'll tab. Just turbo.
Sounds good. Yeah, she won't be too much longer. She's like 1 in-game hour away, pretty much.
As a matter of fact.
Oh, there she goes.
Yeah. I'm like pulling at the door. Why are you closed?
Yeah, you're one of those people. The people who are bothering shopkeepers within like the first 5 minutes of opening or the last 5 minutes of closing time.
I'm one of those old people who just like waits at McDonald's before they open. Well, actually, that's a lie. Like McDonald's is for the most part 24 hours.
Yeah, I get what you mean though.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Yeah, so the elephant crest won't carry over, but if you use it in battle, then the axe progress will carry over.
The axe progress, so I'll keep my Volti.
If you unlock your Volti, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. Speaking of which, no offense to my party members, but I kind of want to get
Oh,
all
you
the
want to put
kills.
Valkyrie in?
Oh no. I mean, well, actually, I guess well, no, we already know what her Volti is.
Right. You just want to do the showing everybody's Volti thing?
No, I just want to get them out of my party so that I can get all the kills.
Oh, gotcha.
Because Heaven knows they're gonna steal all my thunder
Yeah, pretty much.
and kick people.
Actually,
on.
one way you can kind of cheese this is if you're doing like a square link with Elwyn, King, and Valkyrie or Nyx, all the kills actually count as yours.
My first dragon to slay.
Ooh. Ooh.
Anyway, I was already halfway to doing this to Jarvis.
Yep, might as well, right?
Yeah. Sorry, Devin.
You're lucky I had them beers. All right, I'd kick your.
Does that sound command work? Am I crazy?
It works.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I didn't hear it, so I was just like, I don't know if I can actually play.
My first dragon to slay.
My first dragon to slay. Alright, so... Actually, you know what? Maybe what I can do is, we'll do the Volty thing. We already know what Elwyn, Kane, and company and Valkyrie's.
We haven't seen Curtis's. We did use Fernando for a time, so we did see it, although I can't remember what it actually was, but we did use him.
It's, Fernando, not... He has one, right?
Sadly not. I wish he did.
Gerald does.
Yeah, Gerald has one.
Alright, and this is the part where I take advantage of a save state. Like, have we seen Anastasia's yet? I think we have.
Yeah, we have.
It wasn't that
I
interesting.
don't remember what it was, but it disappointed me. I was hoping for a legendary line during Charming Voice, and it wasn't really anything to write home about if I remember, but I'd be happy to see it again.
Let's see. Alright.
Yes, sir.
Curtis.
Okay. Oh. Red Spider!
I think that was one of the unused ones.
Yeah, I didn't even properly hear what he said, but it didn't sound like anything I know.
Yeah. Ha. Rookie. Alright, well, let's try... There's something like Wrath Spider or something?
Yeah, that's what it sounded like to me. It's a weird name for a Volkiblask, but I guess, you know, whoever they were, they do them.
Okay. All right.
Wrathful demon.
Wrathful Demon.
Yeah, another unused one.
I don't even know whose that was. Whose it sounds like?
I'm not sure. I mean, were all of these cut Volkiblasts intended for the actual characters we know, or were some of them maybe for characters we never even got?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like it might be like a Void member.
Yeah, maybe.
It sounds kind of like... It's weird, like, you can almost tell, like, what race someone is, or, like, what, like, guild they might be from, based on their voice acting.
Yeah,
In some
I
ways.
mean, the elves have a certain tone to their voice, especially the light elves.
Okay. Will do.
Ancient fire.
And shoot fire.
He's stealing Curtis's.
Oh.
Alright, so that was everybody
Yep.
for that group.
And Jack's Axe Volkiblast remains a mystery to us for now.
Jax X, Volty pending.
Yep.
Cecil just
Sadly, it doesn't have one. Same with uranium. Same with Iris.
got him.
Same with Gogwa. Rocky has one.
Rocky.
Sebastian.
He has one.
Yep.
Anastasia.
Yep.
I know hers was pretty disappointing, but I forget how disappointing it was.
Yeah, we'll see it again. Why not, right?
Mhm.
I mean, you know, not saying anything revolutionary by saying this. I know we all think this way, but I do wish we got more Volky Blast.
Agreed. Actually, see. Hold on. Save state. Actually, you know what?
What's up?
I could probably just use cheat engine just to.
Oh, for sure.
All right. Well, Rocky.
Okay.
Okay, before everybody dies, Rocky, that would have been nice.
Yeah. Thanks, Rocky. Idiot.
Okay.
Rocky, what is your problem?
Rocky.
Do the thing.
What's his? I don't know what's he's. Why won't he do his Volti?
I don't know. I think the problem is his AI is probably just really aggressive, and like he just keeps going for regular attacks, and then while he's in the middle of attacking, he won't do it.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Let's go to somewhere where the customers are a little tougher.
Yeah. If he doesn't do it in this battle, then I have no idea what the hell we can do. But he should be doing it.
Rocky.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, here we go.
Hurricane Lion.
Hey, it's Dinus.
Dinus. Punch him.
Yep.
And time to choose that Volti. There we go.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Darn it.
Oh, that's one of Ridley's deleted ones.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't heard that one, but I recognize Wrigley's voice.
Anastasia. All right, disappoint us with your
Okay.
Volti.
I did it. Silent knock.
Silent knock.
Yeah, I remember waiting for a legendary line to come out of her when she was using her laser, and she just died as like a generic sounding breath attack. I mean, it's fine. It's just we could have had something special. We could have had like her saying egg or something.
We could have had it. Oh.
Rolling in the deep. Probably shouldn't sing that for too long, or we'll get copyrighted.
Oh yeah. Even as off key as I am.
Yeah, maybe we won't get recognized.
All right. Now for our next victim.
I don't think we've used Star's Volky Blast yet, and I definitely want to see that one.
Oh, yeah. Wait, he has a multi?
Yeah, he does.
Wow.
It's pretty hilarious.
Of all people.
Yeah, right? They didn't give it to, like, Zeranium or Nocturne, but Star, of all people, has a Volky Blast. Oh, yeah, Natalie as well, we could see.
Natalie.
We should have got a Jarvis Volky Blast. He's a pretty important character in the story.
Yeah.
We should have got one for him.
Oh, man. All these subpar characters who have no Volty Blast and then their Star, who's like way at the bottom.
Yeah. He's level 3 here, not even level 3, he's lower, but
He's level 2!
yeah, but he has a Volty. I guess that's it. I guess we don't have a third person to throw into the well, yeah, because we already saw Valkyrie, so
Yeah, all we have left to see is Jack's axe attack, but
and of course some of the non-humans when we get them.
when we get them back anyway.
Yeah. I mean, some of the non-humans we didn't get because we couldn't before the split, so we've never seen Gruels, I can say that for sure. I think we did try out Gabri, or no, we didn't, because we didn't have a Tsuchinoku dumpling back then. Although we might have seen it by fighting them, I don't remember.
Alright, orcs. Here, orky.
It's kind of like Dice Star in 2 hits.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Take down Smolodon.
Gunsbreaker.
Gasbreaker.
Hey!
No, brace yourself.
Yeah.
Understood.
They don't randomize it. They don't randomize it consistently, so it's like the same character the whole way through. So you don't get like Gansbreaker brace yourself.
Yeah. Star. Let's see what Stars is. God help me if it's Shining Rain.
Superstar duel.
Oh, he
Oh
has
my
his
god,
own.
he actually got his own.
I have to take a shot. I don't even have any alcohol right here, but I feel like I would have needed to. The one line in this randomizer that's the same.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's a special occasion for sure.
He stuck. He sucks so much he doesn't even get a random right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you didn't remember that Star had a Volky Blast, but after making him do it, do you remember it now? Have you seen it before?
Yeah. I remember that he has like that really pathetic thing where like he misses the first time and then it's just that awkward silence and then he just starts wailing on the enemy.
Yeah, pretty great.
Poor party, they're getting obliterated.
Yeah. Like, Natalie and Anastasia are actually reasonably solid party members, but Natalie also hasn't gotten any grinding, so she's pretty low level currently. Oh, he still survives.
Understood.
Yeah. She's Ridley now.
Yeah.
Oh, good for him. He got level 7. He went from level 2 to level 7 with just one bloodwork
Yep.
encounter.
Alright, well, I know it's a short stream, but do you want to end there? Do you want to keep going? Do you want to give the ethereal cleaning another crack, or
I think
what
what
are we doing?
I think what I'm gonna do is try to grind a little bit more for the axe.
Okay.
And
Sounds good.
We still got time.
Hopefully, everybody's down for just some grinding and chatting.
What I'm gonna do... Put the A-team back in my party and link up, as you suggested.
Yeah, I mean, you certainly don't have to. You're strong enough to go farm ants and stuff on your own, but yeah, if you are concerned about them getting the kills, then there is the workaround.
I got an extra grind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well
played, Devin. Well played.
So, for the kills, does experience also play into it, or like, does it just matter how many kills I get?
It's just how many kills you get. So it's actually optimal to go fight like ants,
Really?
because that's the fastest way to like. It's just about kills, not about experience. So you might as well fight something that you can kill really quickly.
Yeah. Just get those quick fights out of the way.
Yep. And you could even buy a second elephant crest if you wanted to, because that would make every kill count for 3 instead of 2.
It's interesting. It's good they stack.
Yeah. We're also pretty rich for New Game Plus right now, 190,000 doggles.
Yeah. Good old Pluto's trophy.
Yep, it puts in the work. Especially in the post-game, because you can get a lot of money in the post-game, and if you're using Pluto's trophy while getting a lot of money, then you get even more money.
Yeah. Alright. Why don't... You know what I should do? Human extermination %. Just go around and kill everybody.
That is the most Algendar's plague positive thing I have ever heard.
It is. Oh, hello, Ellen.
Yeah, I remember we did have Dennis in our party in the early game, and he was just yelling crazy Ellen battle cries.
Or Zane %. And now he's gone.
Yep.
Oh, another human for me to kill.
That's Alba.
Axe versus axe.
Yeah, I wonder who will win. Well, if you're doing human extermination %, yeah, that might mean having to fight Elwing again. She's part of the human extermination plan.
We don't know that she's human.
Yeah.
She could not be.
Yeah, well, you know, maybe. Human extermination %, but only the weak humans.
Yeah. Only the humans that deserve to die. Like this creep.
Yep.
Everyone pick a target.
You're my target.
Okay.
That's an unused voice line, I'm fairly sure of that.
Oh, of course he's gonna call guards on me.
Well, that honestly worked out even better, because that's more kills for you, so.
That's perfect. I should go into the castle because they're all snitches.
Yeah, they all call guards.
Everyone pick a target.
So do you by chance know how many kills it takes to get like another skill?
I don't remember off the top of my head, but I do know it's a different number of kills for each skill. I believe to max out the tree, and get the Volky Blast, you're looking at like 320 kills or something to that effect. I don't remember the exact number. But of course, if you have 2 Elephant Crests tripling that, that makes that go a lot faster.
Yeah. Multiplication rules.
Yeah, because I'm perpetually curious and can't stand not being sure of something. I'm gonna look it up now just because I wanna figure it out for sure.
Makes sense. Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So 320 was a very good guess on my part. It depends on the weapon. So, for the axe, it's 310 kills. So I was very close. And for the two-handed sword, it's also 310. But for the one-handed sword, it's 350. And for the spear, it's 390 apparently.
Good to know. Sadly, I don't think there's any way of knowing, like, seeing that parameter in game.
Yeah. I mean, based on the number of skills we've learned, we can sort of guess, but yeah, it's rough guesswork.
You'll pay.
You'll pay.
Part of the problem with the castle is that actually some of the characters you kick here won't even care. Like that knight there, who's reading the books, if you kick him, he's not actually going to fight you.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
if you kick like any name character, they'll fight you. Or call the guards to fight you.
Yeah. I gotta kick all the elite.
Yep.
The, Vivo Revolution.
Indeed. Yeah, going up to the upper floors is a good place to find all the snitches who call the guards. 'Cause the nobles can't be bothered fighting for themselves.
So that was like 9 kills. Upward slash.
Yeah. Okay. So based on you learning upward slash, let's see. So according to the guide, upward slash takes 60 kills, so that's around where you're sitting right now.
Okay. It's not too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Still got a little ways to go, but
No, for sure.
with the elephant's crest, through God, all things are possible.
Pretty much. As a fun fact, I assume you're open to a fun fact.
Yeah.
For God only knows what reason, Clive has an elephant crest. He does not have an axe. He's Clive, but he has an elephant crest.
He's just a himbo.
Yep.
He's like he got it because he liked it the way it looked.
Yeah.
Kid.
Or maybe he's actually legitimately descended from the Great Elephant Clan, but somehow I doubt that.
It's kind of one of those things that's just like. That like doesn't make sense. Like the whole Jack's trainee knight outfit that's resistant to, or either resistant or completely immune to curse, when he never encounters any enemies that can curse him while he's wearing that.
Yeah. Also, another thing that doesn't make sense is, I mean, it makes sense from a lore perspective, perhaps, but the Eagle Crest is the crest that you need for one-handed sword, and the Elephant Crest is what you need for axe, but Wrigley is an axe user, and the Silver Lakes are the Great Eagle of the North. So the Silver Lake should be one-handed sword users. That's what the Eagle Crest does. But I guess she's going against the family by wielding an axe or something.
Yeah, she's rebelling.
Yep.
Yes.
Is that it? Boring. I can't kick this kitty thing on the wall.
Indeed.
Bullshit. Another thing that also sucks is, excuse me, like too many people are sitting down, so I can't attack them.
Yeah. If Larks was holding an audience with them, then he'd be standing up.
I guess I could just go out into the field and, you know, kill enemies that way.
Yeah, it's
Oh, there
probably
it is.
easier, but I do like your idea of just running around the castle. Actually, another thing you could do is, you know, if you're kind of feeling the grind, you could bring along some characters who have good skills to learn. Like, it'd be nice to learn stuff like 100-ton body and fierce defense at some point.
Oh, for, do you have to link up with them, or?
Yeah, and you'd still get the kills for doing that, but you don't have to do that.
Yeah,
Good idea.
still link up and steal their kills.
Yep.
So what's, which character has 110?
You could use Jill for that, Walter, David. What is this, David?
What is this, David?
And for fierce defense, sadly fierce defense, well, yeah, fierce defense is mostly available to low-level characters, unfortunately, if I recall. So you could use like Leona for that, Edgar, who else has it? Right, Interlude, I believe, also has it. I guess it's probably the highest level you could get. But yeah, I mean, obviously you can beat the game without these kills, but it's just if you feel like grabbing them.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I mean,
Really?
it's always... She said something about joining her world. I go into the field and fight ants and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put David in our party.
Sounds good. Hey, we might as well dunk on Leonard while we're here, right?
I thought I already did.
Oh, did you?
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, I guess you did. I don't know. I probably wasn't looking at that time.
Maybe I'm misremembering. I think I did, though.
Yeah, I remember you fighting Aster. Another potential good hotspot to train would be over at Vera, because a lot of the mages also summon guards when you fight them. If you want to continue your human extermination plan.
I think I'll just we'll go the easy route and just get some. Alright, where's? Wait, Leona has first defense. I'll put her in. But
Status Cure could actually be a really good one to learn. That way, if you're ever poisoned, you can just equip Status Cure and decide that you're no longer poisoned.
yeah. Bad carrier. What's bad carrier?
Bad carrier increases the chance of afflictions, like dealing afflictions to the enemy, and I had no idea exactly how that worked for the longest time. But I believe how it does work is that it's if that character is currently afflicted themselves, then they have a high chance of giving it to the enemy. Because there are characters like Ursula who learn it, and I don't believe Ursula can actually use any afflictions. But if she's afflicted, then she can pass that affliction to the enemy. So, bad carrier is basically Algendar's skill.
Nice.
Yep.
Alright. Ants, where are the ants? Chicken.
Well, you could kick this lady here, show some of the guards. She's going to her house though. I sound like a Sith Lord influencing you. Like, oh, just kick this random person.
Get out of my head!
Yep.
Looks like Jack's saying that. Also, Leona.
Yeah, the problem with getting confused is that one of our stronger party members hit Leona, and now she's not doing so hot.
Yes, sir.
Well, we managed to keep her alive somehow.
By like a sliver.
Yep. Yeah, actually, how much HP does she have? Like, is it like 1 HP?
7.
It's 7. 7 HP in a dream.
Yep.
Try me.
If they like breathe on Leona, she's dead.
Come on. Poor Leona. She's not doing so hot.
There's anything in there.
She only has like a...
You don't have to give her a healing item, she'll just level up and heal that way, it's fine.
That's what I'm waiting for. Like, you'll be fine, just walk it off.
You're a stingy bastard.
No offense to her, but, I mean, she's not worth an herb extract.
Rude, but fair, I suppose.
She still hasn't leveled up, but, yeah.
Soon.
Soon.
Eventually.
Soon.
Yep.
Ardok, victory pose, reminds me of the, like, dramatic badger. You know, who's, like, facing away from the camera and then suddenly turns to face it.
Was it a badger or was it a hamster?
I can't remember.
I think it was a hamster. They're like, duh, duh, duh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it might have been a prairie dog or something. I don't think it was a hamster.
Or maybe it was a
can't
prairie
remember
dog.
what it was. But that's the sort of energy Ardok's giving off to me right now in his victory pose.
Yep.
Well, at least she's leveled up enough to heal. And, she doesn't have to waste my herb extract.
Yep. She isn't worth 90 doggos.
I know that there are people who like Leona that will hate me for saying that, but I don't care.
Yeah, I actually think she's a good character, but it's all in good fun to me.
Yeah. Just remember, my love language is clowning.
Yep.
Right. my kills.
Yep. All mine.
Oh mine. Go strike. Oh, another one. That's
Yeah,
two
coming
I've learned
along.
in like the past. Let's see where we're at. I know I'm not really that close, but I still want to check. So, oh, okay, only
Yeah,
two
no,
more.
you're going along pretty quickly. This is definitely the more efficient way to do it.
All right.
Yep.
God, that's so disgusting to look at. Just like 8 enemies all at once dying to a single hit of square link.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yep. Yeah, see, look at Argo.
Especially like the fact that he doesn't have any pupils makes it even more creepy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
It may have been a grave mistake on my part to ever teach you the square link.
Oh yeah, definitely is. I abused the fuck out of that link.
Yep. As you should.
It's fun to watch all enemies die. How dare you?
She actually stole a kill. I don't believe this.
How could she do this to me? It's because I was shit talking her.
Yep.
Yep.
Better watch what I say.
Indeed. She's writing down every mean thing you say about her in that book of hers.
List of Jack's insults.
Yep.
Hey, aerial strike. Okay, so we only have one more until we get the
Until we get the Volky Blast. Yeah, we're coming along in leaps and bounds.
Alright.
A staple of my runs is pretty much at the start of every new run, I immediately just buy like 2 Eagle Crests, and you learn the one-handed Volky so quickly if you do that.
Crest all the way.
Yep. You can get an Eagle Crest as early as your first visit to Earth Valley, so that definitely pays off pretty quickly.
I wonder if I'll be able to learn the Volty by the time I get to the Journey Pig in Dova.
Yeah, you may.
Yep.
Problem is there aren't quite as many enemies here. Like there's only 3 bandits versus the like 8 ants and pill bugs and whatnot in the Adyan region.
Yeah. I guess that's one downside to it.
Yep.
Hammer throw. Okay, well, we got one
Still
more.
making a pretty amazing progress.
Very amazing. Hello, Sloth.
Time for the
It's
once
ti-
a stream ritual of killing the poor sloth.
It's time for me to look away.
Yep.
Don't watch this.
Yep. Oh, an ant. That's great news. That probably means a lot of enemies.
Only 3.
Yep.
Well, there's a little tiny ant in the back there too. Or no,
Okay.
2 of them.
Oh yeah.
So total of 5.
Why? They're babies.
Yep.
They're the parents, even though there's 3 of them.
Not every family has to be a nuclear family. Sometimes there's 3 parents.
It's a polycule
Yep.
couple. Alright, the moment of truth.
Yeah, we only have like 1 or 2 more encounters. I think 1 at this rate.
Or none.
Or none.
It could go into the mines.
You could. That's a there tends to be a fair number of enemies there.
No. Oh, well that's the other mines. That's the ones that lead to Tria.
Mm-hmm.
And like a series of ladders.
Yeah, not as many enemies going this way. But we'll find some.
Here you are. Are you ready to get square winked?
Yep.
Come here. Fierce defense. Ooh,
Hey, we got their skills. Nice.
task here. Haha, they're all mine. Now
Very
I just
nice.
need that Volti.
Mm-hmm. And with a rat encounter, it shouldn't take very long.
Yep.
And a monkey.
That's kind of disappointing, actually. Rats usually spawn like a million. Okay, no, there they are.
Yeah, it's just hard to see
Hey.
because it's dark.
Yeah, it's dark and they're small, and I was like, oh, we only have like 2 enemies. No, we still have a ton of enemies here. And I think that should do it. No, not
Yeah!
quite. Oh yeah, there we go.
There we go. Now,
Alright.
I do need to put my Volti points up to 100 because they're at 59 right now because of the linking up. But the good news is I've already gotten what I want from the party that I have. And, I can just take them out of my party, get into a random battle encounter, and I can show you. We can find out once and for all what Radial Smash is going to be.
Sounds good.
Gonna warp back to town.
I guess this will be the quote-unquote last randomized voice line of the human path.
Yeah. It's emotional. It's an emotional time for me.
Indeed. And the sky is the limit. It could be anything. Well, I guess when they randomize the Volky Blast, it's only for other Volky Blasts, right? So
Right.
it's not gonna be egg or something, but I don't know. Maybe this is charming voice. That would be pretty great.
Yeah. Okay. Put my original party back. Alright. Who do I dare use this on?
Your choice. You could go bother anybody in town.
I can bother Elwyn. Oh wait, no, I
Yeah.
can't. She's in my party.
That is true. Oh, so, bothering Owen isn't a great idea, but I support you.
Darn it!
Not if I'm cheesing my volties.
That is
I
true.
don't like when people do that. You looking for trouble? Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna cheat my volty points up to 100.
Yeah, that
and
sounds
find
good.
out. Here it is.
Actually, this is a very fitting way to end because for those of you who don't know, Henry and I, when we do sound checks before stream, we often just go bully Flow to do a test battle.
Yeah.
So it's all ending with bullying Flow.
It's like bookends. Alright, you guys
Yep.
ready for the moment of truth?
I'm ready.
Alright.
Radio smash!
Oh,
What?
really?
Come on, Jack.
Alright, well, that's 2 shots I gotta take after the stream.
I guess so.
Well,
Yeah, I guess we didn't hear a radio smash from anywhere else, so I guess Jack's just keeping it.
tis. He worked for it.
Yep. As for why we bully Flow, it's because she's right outside Jack's house, and during sound check, we're always looking up the file and walking outside Jack's house looking for a battle, and she's right there.
Yeah, she's right there, and we test sound with the battle because as you know, the sound during the battle is significantly louder than it is in the cutscenes in the overworld for God knows why.
Yep.
Alright. Alright. That was beautiful.
It was. We went on quite a journey.
Alright. Put on some billboard attack. Set the mood for the outro of the stream. I think that's going to be all for tonight, humans and fellow fairy creatures. The next time we play RADIATA stories, we're going to start, do a strong from start. And, but this time we're going to start from the beginning, but we're going to have all these tools at our disposal to make things a little bit easier, and we're going to do the non-human path, ultimately.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Thank you all for joining me. The next RADIATA story stream is going to be, well, I'm trying to balance, I'm trying to, like, switch off between Majora's Mask and RADIATA stories, because, like, I've got a lot of days coming up where I'm not going to be able to stream Majora's Mask on the usual day. So next Wednesday, I'm going to be doing Majora's Mask, but the Wednesday after that, the 13th, I'll probably start another RADIATA Stories randomizer. I know that there's not going to be any recruitment within that stream because it's too early on, but you're still welcome to come if it's convenient for you, Ed. I like having you on, and it's always fun to talk RADIATA stories with somebody.
Yeah, fair. It's up to you guys. I'm down for whatever. I'm along for the ride at this point, but it's true you won't really need my guidance, so.
Yeah, but your guidance is appreciated, especially those tips for the Ethereal Queen. Even though I died, it was you allowed me to get further than I usually get.
Fair.
Okay, so for
Devin says we want ads. I guess that's good enough for me. I'll be there.
yeah, works for me too.
Awesome.
All right. So for some stream updates, next week's schedule is going to be posted this Saturday, March 2nd. Sunday, March 3rd, is Shovelware Sunday. We're playing Frogger's Adventures, The Rescue. It's, I believe, what console for it? I think it's for the PS2. So that's going to be something interesting. You can never go wrong with some Frogger shovelware.
Yep.
We're officially done with Flashback February, even though it's still technically February, but you know. Next movie night is, next month for movie night is martial arts. So we're watching martial arts movies in the first movie.
Clever fun.
So, I teased the next movie at the end of this past week's movie with the trailer. We're going to be watching Ninja Assassin from 2009.
Never heard of it, but I'm sure it'll be fun.
Yeah, I've never heard of it either, but Devin says it's the first movie that he watched by himself after he turned 18 and was able to watch an R-rated movie by himself.
There you go. Was your any good, Devin?
I assume it was if he's recommended it.
Oh, he could be recommending it for the meme rather than because he actually thought it was good, but you never know.
That is a point. Anyway, so yeah,
Thanks.
next RADIATA story stream, Wednesday, March 13th. That's 2 weeks from now. I apologize. I'm trying to squeeze Majora's Mask and RADIATA stories in the Get Along shirt.
Yeah, no worries.
But after that, it's gonna be pretty much all RADIATA stories every Wednesday, for as long as I can allow it to be.
All right. Well, I'll be there as long as you guys want me to be there.
All right, cool. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Thank you for joining me, Ed. Thank you for all of your advice up to this point and in the future. I've been having a really fun time with this. So.
Yeah, me too. It's my pleasure. Thanks for having me, and I would also like to thank everybody for being here.
I would like to thank the Academy.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't mean to make it sound like an award ceremony thing, but just thanks everybody for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching. See you on see you on Sunday for Shovelware Sunday. Take care. Have a good night.